Hello, respected teachers. I'm Liu Dong from the School of Social Sciences. The topic of this research is anti-poverty. This research design attempts to study the experiences and the lessons of China's anti-poverty. Introduction. The research method used in this study is the literature research method in qualitative research. It does not directly obtain the data from the research respondents, but collects and analyzes the existing second-hand data in the form of words, numbers, pictures, and so on. Literature research method can be used to study those research objects that cannot be touched easily. In addition, the method of literature analysis is suitable for longitudinal analysis because the method of investigation, experiment, and observation are all realistic situations which are often difficult to be used for longitudinal research or trend research. Literature research has its unique advantages in this respect. As time goes on, social phenomena and social life in different historical periods are more or less recorded and described by various forms of literature. Therefore, the best way to study the situation and the development trend of poverty alleviation in different historical periods after the founding of New China is to make use of various poverty alleviation literature in recent decades. Of course, researchers can also visit or investigate the poor people and poverty alleviation workers in these different periods. However, for the early respondents, there may be many objective difficulties such as aging, low level of education, poor health, and so on. 1. Research design. The purpose of research design is to determine research purposes and problems. Different research purposes and problems will inevitably lead to different scope of literature collection and description, and different focus of literature analysis. Therefore, the preliminary task of literature research method is to determine its own research purposes and existing problems. The purpose of this study is to summarize the experiences and reasons of anti-poverty in China. In this study, it is necessary to clarify whether literature research method is used as an auxiliary research method or as an independent research method, because it will directly affect the focus and the method of literature collection, collation, interpretation, and analysis. In this study, literature research method is an independent research method. 2. Literature collection. 2.1. Selection and analysis of topics. According to the purpose of this project, as well as their own research foundation and research ability, it is necessary to master the basic knowledge of anti-poverty, analyze and research topics, so as to determine the scope and the subject of the investigation. 2.2. Selection of search tools. We need to consider the type, language, and age of the required literature. Different types of retrieval tools are suitable for different projects. Retrieval tools can be divided into different types according to different standards such as carrier form, collection scope, and time range. But most importantly, according to different information retrieval methods, they can be divided into manual retrieval tools and computer retrieval tools. 2.3. Determine search route. According to the researcher's familiarity with the retrieval tools, the retrieval approach is determined by referring to the index types attached to retrieval tools. When determining the search path, Multiple alternatives will be formulated so that when an unexpected situation occurs in research process, another scheme can be used immediately so that the search work will not be stranded. 2.4. Seek the best retrieval method. We usually use 3 retrieval methods: retrospective retrieval, direct retrieval, and circular retrieval. 2.5. Technical preparation before retrieval. 3. Document arrangement. 3.1. Organize notes and establish files. The purpose of data collation is to systematize a large number of superficial and disordered original data collected, so as to reveal the essence and the internal laws of things or phenomena. 3.2. Coding of qualitative data. In qualitative research, coding is a part of data analysis. Researchers organize the original data into concepts, create topics or concepts, and then use these topics and concepts to analyze the data. Coding is the classification of individual information, and concept is the organizing principle of qualitative coding. 4. Literature analysis. 4.1. Basic process of literature analysis. 1. Preliminary browsing stage. 2. Read encoding phase. 3. Analyze the abstraction phase. 4.2. Literature analysis method. 1. Continuous approach. 2. Example method. 3. Comparative analysis. 4. Flow chart method. 5. Reliability and validity. The reliability of existing statistical data analysis largely depends on the quality of statistical data itself. That is, whether these statistical data accurately report when they want to report. If the statistical data itself is not accurate, it will cause serious problems, which usually need the researchers to investigate and understand the nature of the data and the statements. If the validity of qualitative research is based on the method of validity estimation, we can divide the validity into 2 categories. One is logical validity, that is, the validity can be judged only by logical derivation. And the other is statistical validity in qualitative research because it does not involve a statistical test. The first method is usually used to estimate the validity of the research. 4. Research ethics. Ethical issues in qualitative research mainly include voluntary principle, confidentiality principle, reward principle, and relationship maintenance. In order to complete the research and the design of this paper, I have made great efforts, but due to my limited academic ability and knowledge structure, lack of language expression ability, there will be omissions in this paper. I hope that teachers and experts can give criticism and correction. Thank you for your understanding and support.